Welcome to Bob and Shep's Wrestling Review. This is the first podcast of hopefully many bi-weekly, is that right? Every 2 weeks? Yeah, you're the lawyer.
Bi-weekly.
So we're just going to pretty much review the current wrestling world in a comedy style, pretty much. So, here we go. We'll talk about Raw first, which we watched earlier.
I think we should start with Paul Birchall. What's he doing on Raw?
Wrestling, because that's his job.
Point out one wrestling move.
Okay, I give you that, but he holds people and he wears like pants.
To be fair, he was wrestling against Hardcore Holly's lookalike, so
Mr. Kennedy, who's suddenly become a bit of a face, really, hasn't he?
Yeah, bit of a face. I'm not sure what to make of Paul Birchall though. When will he do a wrestling move?
He will do one eventually, and he's from Chelsea, so that could be an interesting
double whammy there.
Yeah. So you're not a big fan of Paul Birchall, but what did you think about the money giveaway, the $1 million McMahon?
Possibly
giveaway?
The most boring segment ever on Raw history.
I don't know. I quite enjoyed seeing him badly phone people up.
Which bit of it did you like?
I like the bit where he phoned up the first time and the guy answered, and he just completely ignored him, then hung up on him, and then phoned him back about 10 minutes later.
So, do you think it's live or not?
Yes, of course it's live. I mean, why would they fake anything like that? I mean,
true. Nothing to
exactly.
win there.
There'd be nothing, no benefit of screening those calls before phoning them, because I mean, who's not going to be watching Raw at that time?
That's true. I honestly think it would be better if you just picked up the phone book, went through it, and randomly phoned people to test if they're watching Raw.
That would have been better.
Yeah.
Rather than this whole sign-up business. Just get the big phone book of America.
Yeah.
I assume America's got a national phone book.
Yeah, it has to.
And just phone some random guy.
Do you know what I'd do if he called me?
What?
And he asked for the password. I would say it was TNA Universe.
TNA Universe, yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah. Or WCW Universe, and then just start crying and longing for people to hug each other.
I didn't pay you to watch, this guy just giving away money. I want to see actual wrestling.
Yeah, I want to see men in pants
not
hugging each other.
Not Paul Birchall, though.
No, well, he doesn't technically wear pants, so I was wrong earlier. He kind of wears shorts.
Definitely one positive from the money giveaway, and that was Gabe coming on.
Gabe, yes. Why did he bring Gabe out?
Because I think he's introducing him. They're going to put him into the title scene eventually. I could see him having a feud with Batista down the line. They're pretty well matched. Build for build.
I just don't understand why Gabe, what his significance was, and why he, got his name out, and what was he doing? He brought a phone number out.
It's a good gimmick. Like, they need somebody.
Someone that brings phone numbers out to the ring.
What would you have done differently if you were Gabe? Like, how could you have improved that segment? He was good at bringing the money out. He was very good at what he did. And I think they're going to promote him from there.
So you think Gabe's going to have some kind of intercontinental title shot or something?
He deserves it more than Paul Birchall.
I suppose he does. I mean, Gabe was okay. I mean, the whole thing was just annoying because, why give all those stupid numbers like, Lillian Garcia's sort of vital statistics came to like $98,000, and then they give $2 or something to some. What they should have done
is use the amount of times Undertaker has died and come back from the dead. That would have added up to a few million.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
or you get $10,000 for every minute that it takes Undertaker to get to the ring. Then Vince would be bust because he wouldn't be able to afford the amount of money that would come to. That's a good idea. Maybe we should email WWE with that.
Yeah, they're going to cancel that segment pretty soon.
Yeah.
So.
What else happened on Raw? You had Chris Jericho and HBK having a altercation where Chris Jericho threw HBK into a television, and it wasn't real television.
That was definitely real.
Yeah, I could see. It had cables coming into it. Of course, it was real.
Yeah, and a lot of blood pouring from there.
Shawn Michaels' face, even though you couldn't see because he squashed his face up against the thing. But
I must say, that served him right for kicking Marty Jannety through a barbershop window.
Several years ago. That's what it was, payback.
I think Marty Jannety was sat at home just going, yes, you again.
I may be ugly and look about 500 years older than you, Shawn Michaels, but at least you've got your head put through a TV.
Now he knows what it feels like. That was a good moment. I did admire Jericho after that.
I think Jericho...
bit stale since he's come back, but that's the first really decent thing he's done, I think.
The first decent thing Jericho's done.
Since his comeback.
Okay.
He did try to break Chyna's hand in a vice or something. But that was a long time ago now.
That's a good nostalgia there. Breaking hands in vices. Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, what else happened? Oh, you had the old Triple H, John Cena, Jeff Hardy shenanigans at the end where, Jeff Hardy was...
He was good at the end when he decided to just jump on them from
no reason.
Yeah.
Well, why wouldn't he? If I was in the street and I saw someone
at the end
I didn't like,
I suppose,
like Triple H, and I was bored, I'd just jump on them.
I've jumped on my work colleagues at the end of work as well. Just
yeah, exactly. Like, be at work and suddenly you get a bit bored, so you just dive on them. That's what you do. I wouldn't wear pants though. But
true. It was a bit dangerous. They were down for a good couple of minutes after that.
Oh yeah, I mean, but you're not gonna. If someone jumps on you, you're not gonna get up for at least 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's
if
true.
you're Randy Orton, you get thrown back into the ring and pinned because you've broken your collarbone. But that's the way it goes for Mr. Orton, who's probably not going to be in it for a while.
I couldn't quite believe that he broke his collarbone and had to finish the match anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, just earlier we was watching WrestleMania 1 with Mr. T and Hulk Hogan. Teaming up against Mr. Wonderful and Rowdy Roddy Piper, and we saw a double atomic drop on Hulk Hogan, which was worse than Randy Orton breaking his collarbone.
Yeah,
you could see how hurt Hogan was from being sort of slightly dropped from about 30 centimeters off the ground.
But he got up, he finished the match. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. I like the ending of that famous WrestleMania match. Mr. Wonderful just. He's like, he dazed or something. Then suddenly he wakes up, just thinking, "Where am I? Oh, I'm in the ring. Oh, and now I've got to act all a bit crazy."
But I admired how Mr. T tried to help him, and help him get up. That's how faces.
Well, Mr. T, I was impressed with Mr. T's wrestling. Actually,
he actually did a few decent hip tosses. He got
a body slam in there
and a headbutt,
and then he hugged someone for about 10 minutes. I think Bret the Hitman Hart would have been quite proud of him. Probably trained by Bret the Hitman Hart.
And to be fair, he got more moves in that impressed me anyway than CM Punk.
Oh, here we go.
Entire career.
Yeah, I mean, CM Punk. Okay, right. He knees people. Who else knees people?
Triple H.
No one. Does he?
Yes, every single match he knees someone in the face without fail. So CM Punk's like, right, well. If Triple H can do it once per match, I can do it 300 times per match.
He doesn't do it 300 times. He has his finisher.
Which is a knee.
He
has his move where he runs into them in the corner, which is a knee.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Then he knees them in the face about 8 times.
I just, is he ever going to get knee braces like Stone Cold Steve Austin? And his career's over then, isn't it? Because without the use of his knees, he's not going to be able to do anything.
Zach Gowen never had to use his knees. So